Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we have to talk about the incoming live stream. Obviously later today, basically to be like what, 5.5 hours from now, at least that's what YouTube says. I think it should be 4.5 hours from now, but no, it's 10 a.m. PST, so 5.5 hours from now. So first of all, let's read the post and then discuss it a little bit. Few days, the Marvel Comics Champions update. It means it's almost time for a new live stream, 10 a.m. PST. Make sure you tune in so you don't miss your first look at our brand new champions, M'Baku and Blue Marvel. Now, obviously, this is getting quite exciting immediately because number one, I do believe that M'Baku has quite a few fans as well, and he did look quite interesting. And I definitely look forward to finding more about him, because Skill Class does need some help. Additionally, Blue Marvel, as we all know, first of all, is a fan favorite. People have been wanting Blue Marvel in the game for a very long time. We also know that DLL is the champion designer, and with the exception of Patriot, generally DLL makes some meta-influential champions. And that is like a very big part of this, because, you know, made Photon, Kate, made Serpent, he's made, I think, Deathless Thanos as well. He's made Pavitra, he's made Kushala. So there's a very solid chance that Blue Marvel will not only ignore some masteries, but also be relevant and significant champion in the game. He could be the new Serpent, or he could be the new, I don't know, Kushala or something. So we'll see how that goes. My question to you is, like, wholeheartedly, this is not a joke. Drop in the comment section, how do you think which masteries will be getting disabled in Blue Marvel's build? Right, besides that, we also have a first sneak peek at Ascension Baseball, which is huge. Obviously, this is very important. This will immediately affect the value of the champions, so champions are more likely to get ranked up. And I don't necessarily mean that, you know, it's going to be like a very bad champion, everybody's still going to rank it. But for instance, especially in, you know, some class like Tech class, there are like 10-15 champions that are all viable rank up options, you know, like, I know, Jack and Bastion and Shocker and Red Skull and this and that and Sentinel and Nimrod. And like all of these champions have merit and they are good, but whether they can or cannot be ascended immediately obviously would be more than just a tiebreaker in the situation, because it does affect the prestige. It will obviously unlock new power levels immediately, and that will make inevitably champions a lot more attractive than they are right now. So this is a very, very big vital piece of information that I personally think we do need to keep a very close eye out for. Of course, the winner of Summoner's Choice. Now, the question there is Porgrind or Colossus AOA. I'll be honest, I was Team Colossus AOA, but towards the end, it almost seemed like Kaban didn't care for Colossus to win, and they wrote his write-up in exactly the worst way imaginable, and they wrote Porgrind's write-up perfectly. So at this point, I'm kind of like, who will win, will win. But if you do compare the write-ups, as I will in just a second. So if we, sorry, this is bad. But if you do compare the write-ups, Porgrind and Colossus. Colossus by far has the worst write-up. Not even close. Let me get that in front of you in just a second. Open. Okay, so let's take a look at Colossus' write-up. As the battles go on, Piotr's armored form grows more and more resilient. So that kind of means he's going to be a ramp-up champion, which in this game is a very bad thing, generally speaking. That because that generally means he will be either defender or only good for like questing and long-form content, because there are very few ramp-up champions that are good for short-form content. Additionally, Unwieldy Temper makes him susceptible to fits of Berserk Rage, and I'm generally not a big fan of, like, you know, entering Rage mode to do damage for a little bit. And that has never been like my favorite mechanic. That's like one of the worst things, for instance, I think about Hulk, for instance, when, you know, you have started damaging your opponent and you're in rage mode and you do need to bait out special attack and you lose all your damage while you're doing it. So I don't like the write-up of Colossus at all. Now, Porgrind's write-up, on the other hand, is much better because it's kind of like blank slate. Also, it turns out Porgrind's Austrian, so that's kind of cool, interesting detail there. So again, either way, whoever wins will win, but kind of secretly, low-key, switch sides to Porgrind a little bit. Not to mention all those exciting Twitch drops. Now, this should be a huge thing as well for Twitch side of things, as well as the Thor Ragnarok, right? Because I think we are about the time when Thor Ragnarok should be made available via the Twitch drops, as Kabam promised to us. It's been a while now, so I know for a fact a ton of people have been looking forward to new Twitch drops. I am also personally looking forward to new Twitch drops, because when Twitch drops are active, Twitch streams are live and full with people, and I you know, made Twitch count effectively just because Kabam started spamming these Twitch drops. So I hope they're good, and I hope Kabam does something awesome with this. There's an additional hint here. We have gotten a golden stream locked and loaded. You won't want to miss it. And then the question is, what are they referencing with the golden stream there? Because generally they do give a hint at a champion. You know, only thing that obviously we have gold pool, but who else is golden here in MCOC? Who else has something to do with gold? Don't know. But that always is a hint. So maybe some of you know a bit more about that. Maybe some of you have decoded that hint. Because that, again, just about always is some sort of giveaway. So tune in on Friday, January the 30th, 10 a.m. PST. I will be restreaming this later today, both on YouTube and Twitch. I do simultaneous streams right now. If you want to see my Twitch link, it's in the description of every one of my streams, I believe. And last thing that I want to mention, obviously there have been quite a bit of controversy recently in regards of the new game mode, in regards of, you know, overhyped Star Lords and whatnot. And I just want to kind of like warn people at once, like it is extremely unlikely that Kabam will address any of it, so do not expect that. The streams generally just speak about the new things, they speak about a ton of offers, and that's about it. They very rarely address their like shortcomings unless things are really, really bubbling over, and I don't think we have reached that point after the banquet. But I have been hearing from people who kind of are a bit, you know, exhausted or a bit down after the high of banquet, and I did want to speak on it because that's a fairly normal thing. It happens just about every year, because banquet is kind of like a culmination of the year. Your account gets boosted immediately, you get a whole bunch of rank 4s, you get a whole bunch of new champions, the game seems kind of like live and vibrant and doing as well as it possibly can be, especially this year when banquet was such a massive success. So as soon as that ended, and you can't rank 4-3 champions a week anymore, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and it seems like the game's kind of like stale and a bit dead. And it's not necessarily true, you know, in objective sense. It is true that it's like less than previous month, but it's just kind of like, you know, when kids crash from a sugar rush. Like, it's not that everything's bad. It's just not as fast-paced, as not exciting, as not as attractive as it was in December. So, let's hope that Kabam takes us up for the month of February. Let me know what you think about the Masteries and Blue Marl, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, we have all